Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here in June. A very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. I love my intro, even if you don't. So welcome back to Big Mouth, and you can continue the conversation with me over on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. I start fights. I say what I want to say. I quote tweet a lot of people. It's lots of fun. So come in, join me over on Twitter. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is like a dog that's going to be put down in 5 weeks. The only problem is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't actually know he's going to be put down. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is like my ex-girlfriend. She was in her 50s. She was about 20 years older than me. This was quite a few years ago. And what happened was I started having an affair with her 20-year-old daughter. It was lots of fun. The 20-year-old daughter wanted me to dump her, and I said, no, it's not right. She's got lots of influence. I need her. I'll tell you the right time to get rid of her. And this is the same. The example I'm giving you is exactly what chairmen and CEOs of clubs do with managers they want to sack. Yes, we will not be distracted from any quick fixes or any kind of influences from outside the club. We believe in what Ollie's doing. You don't, Ed. You don't believe in what Ollie's doing. Ellie's a Ellie? So we should call him Ellie from now on. Ollie is a substandard manager who should never have been at Manchester United Football Club. But Ollie and Ed Woodward have unleashed their secret weapon, One Matter. He's got a book coming out. He did an interview for the Telegraph, right? And he was apologising to the fans. I'm so sorry, Manchester United fans. I'm really, really, really sorry. The players have failed. The players have to take responsibility, right? Marty McFly, Doc Brown, or the Doctor, can you actually give me a TARDIS or a DeLorean so I can go back a year and I can promise you One Matter was saying the same damn thing, right? It's all spin. Don't fall for it. The spin is getting so insulting. But to get One Matter, a beloved footballer we all love, including me, right? I'm not mocking you, one. I'm not. But we're not falling for it anymore. We know you're a nice guy. We know you give to charity. We know you give a quarter of your wages to charity. You're an amazing dude. But at the end of the day, you're an old player. You're a has-been, right? And Ollie's not a has-been because he's never been a do-been, right? He's never been anything. He's relegated Cardiff. He's won the league in some crappy league in Norway, right? At the end of the day, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a legend because he played football for Manchester United, scored goals, and scored the winning goal in '99, and we love him and respect him for that. But at the end of the day, he's a fraudster. He's a politician. He'll say whatever he wants. And I don't want to repeat and reiterate what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has already said. You'll be surprised how many games Sanchez will play. You'll be surprised how many players want to play for us. We're still waiting, Ole. Are we going to wait in January? Maybe those players will want to play then. The truth of the matter is, Arsenal Football Club are coming to town on Monday night, and Arsenal Football Club are going to beat Manchester United by several goals. Arsenal Football Club couldn't defend for Toffee, but at the end of the day, on Monday night at Old Trafford, they won't have to, right? They won't have to. We've scored more than one goal once this season so far. It's a very young season, I admit that. We beat Chelsea, luckily, on the counter-attack. They battered us for about 50-55 minutes, and then we got lucky and we scored 4 times. Right, they were good goals. Chelsea's defence was crap. Chelsea are now coming to terms with their defence. Chelsea obviously have had a lot to overcome, and Frankie Lampard's doing a great job. But have no doubt, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be sacked, and it could happen at any time. The worse the defeat, the worse it's going to get. I don't think even if we lose against Arsenal, look, they're going to stick by this narrative, right? That they're sticking by him, they're following the plan. There's a plan in place for us to maybe win the league in 2082 when we're all dead, right? But at the end of the day, no one believes it and no one's falling for it. If you do believe it, you are very, very naive. Manchester United are in so much trouble. The thing is here, right? Manchester United really didn't ever have great leadership in the board. No, wait. Martin Edwards was a money man. He took it. Look, he absolutely was great. He brought Sir Alex Ferguson in, which wasn't rocket science. He stuck by him, which wasn't rocket science. He freaking hell, he went to the old firm and destroyed their dominance with Aberdeen. So everyone knew what he was about. But Sir Alex didn't always get the players he wanted. Edwards failed multiple times to get the players that he wanted, and sometimes it's the same with David Gill. It happened with David Gill. It's like that. Sorry about that. I had a knock on the door and the girl wanted some money. Sorry, very unprofessional. Spanked me bad. Anyway, where was I? So what I was discussing was saying, the leadership at the very top of Manchester United has never been great. Let's look at Martin Edwards. What's the difference between Martin Edwards and Ed Woodward? Martin Edwards was very good at going out there, making the club money. He's the reason. He took advantage of Fergie's success. He was the first one doing it and made us such a corporate entity. I remember because I was a supporter back then. And it's the same with Kenny and it's the same with David Gill. They missed out on buying players. We didn't get players every year. I remember when Ferguson used to make excuses about no value in the market. If you really think it's changed that dramatically, it hasn't. The only difference is we haven't got a great manager to cover up for that mismanagement on the top, on the pitch. That's the point here. So don't think that David Gill was so much better or Peter Kenyon was even better. They're all the same old shit. That's not the point. The point is we weren't paying attention to upstairs because downstairs was very well groomed, if you know what I mean. So if they were able to get a top quality manager, because Solskjaer's finished, Ollie's finished. People can defend him and say, give him time. He's not going to get time. He's going to keep on dropping points. It's going to be impossible to keep him. And I spoke about Arsene Wenger yesterday. I think he's perfect. I think he's a good short-term fix. And I know we're not in the position to start having a long-term plan. You can't lose and say, but we've got a plan. Oh, we lost again. We got 5-6-0. But it's all about the plan. It's all about the plan. Don't worry. We played crap. But it's all about the plan. No. No one's swallowing that. We need a manager. Wenger can develop young players. Ba-ding! It's exactly what we want. Wenger can get results. Ba-ding! Wenger can play great football. Ba-ding! I think Wenger would love the role. He's perfect for what we need right now. He's old. Yes, he's old. So what? He's experienced. People will say he's tomorrow, he's yesterday, and Klopp and Pep are today, and that might be the case. But Manchester United are not in a good position. We have brought in 4 managers whose kind of footballing mentality is the opposite of the club. We had Moyes, we had LVG, we had Mourinho, all played negative kind of either keep ball football or percentage football or counter-attack football, and it's never worked. And all we've done is gone backwards. Wenger has all the characteristics of a manager who should be the manager at Manchester United. You may not like him because he's an Arsenal manager. You may not like him because he finished badly at Arsenal. But at the end of the day, he could do a job at Manchester United. And I think till the end of the season's fine with me. We need a manager who has our principles. And Wenger has our principles. And Ollie is a used car salesman who's probably his secret dad is called Arthur Daly.